celebrating the best of film and TV at the Golden Globe Awards in Los Angeles. These are traditionally seen as an indicator of what will do well at the Oscars. The film La La Land, a nostalgic tribute to Hollywood musicals, has won a string of prizes, including Best Movie in the musical or comedy category. It also took Best Director for Damien Chazelle. The Golden Globe for Best Drama Movie, that has gone to Moonlight. And you know, on a night like tonight, our correspondent Peter Bowes is going to be wearing a tuxedo, and there he is. Looking sharp, Peter. La La Land, does that refer to LA? I haven't seen this.
It does refer to LA, of course it does, and it's a kind of tongue-in-cheek reference to La La Land, being a little bit weird, you know, when you're looking especially from a distance about how people live their lives here. But this, I think this picture has really just captured a mood, and that is a yearning for a little bit of light relief. It's a film that harks back to the golden days of Hollywood, but it's a story that's set with the backdrop of modern-day Los Angeles. So you have the opening scene where cars are stationary, as they often are on the freeways of Los Angeles, over a bridge, and everyone leaps out of their cars and just bursts into song. It's a story of a love affair between an aspiring actress and a pianist, a jazz pianist. It's a kind of boy meets girl story, but really it is just a lot of fun, and it's got a lot of local support because it tells the story of the city.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see what happens at the Oscars if La La Land and Moonlight are up for Best Picture, because they're so different to each other. One's a drama, one's a musical stroke comedy.
Yes, Moonlight is a very, very different story. I think certainly the momentum is with La La Land at the moment. 7 out of 7 wins as far as nominations and wins are concerned at the Golden Globes, and that rarely happens. Moonlight, very different. This is a coming-of-age story, a young black man in Miami growing up in the 1980s in a very drug and crime-infested area, struggling with his sexuality. A coming-of-age story that captures a mood of a certain era, and at times it's a tough film to watch, and the performances are quite gripping, and that equally is the kind of film that the Oscar voters often like to go for.
Peter, we know you want to talk about Night Manager, but we really want to hear about what Meryl Street said, because she became quite political. What was the award she was receiving?
Well, she was receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. She's got to that point in her career. She's been nominated 30 times over the years for a Golden Globe, but this was essentially bringing everything together. But she didn't really talk about the business that much. She talked politics, and it was really a thinly veiled attack on Donald Trump. And I'll just quote to you one thing that she said: "All of us in this room really belong to the most vilified segments in American society." She said, "Think about it: Hollywood, foreigners, and the press."
Yes, OK, so you have got time now to tell us about Night Manager, and a good night for British stars, I suppose that would mean.
Yes, definitely. Several British stars in this drama that some people said couldn't be made. This is the really quite gripping suspense story that was John le Carrier's novel originally. Some people describe it as one of the best television series of all time, managing to get all of this action into 6 hours, 6 one-hour episodes. It won a slew of awards for all of the British stars, like Tom Hiddleston, and Hugh Laurie, of course, who is the best supporting actor in this series. And it's not only popular, of course, in the UK as a BBC production, but it's on cable television here, and highly acclaimed by American critics as well.
As always, Peter, really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Peter Bowes in Los Angeles.